biological agent. Right? So what is this all about? I don't want you to get excited just because of antioxidants. You are all going to be able to biohack the body with Prysm. You can get data, you can now peer into the body to be able to get data so they can understand, or that individual can understand what he or she needs. It's no different from when all of us go visit our physicians. They biohack. Why on earth do they take blood from you? It's because they need data to be able to figure it out. They can't figure it out just by looking at you. They can guess, but they will never know or cannot confirm. On the nutrition side, we have the same issue. All you hear outside, regardless of these products, is the fact that, oh, they're good for you. Why? Oh, because my grandmother says so. You don't have to do that anymore in your skin. None of you have to do that anymore. See. Don't just take my word for it, see for yourself.
Yeah.
So that's a really important thing. And the engineering, I've already mentioned, right? You look at it, it's fascinating device, but that device in and of itself, while the engineering is unique and very innovative, it has to be driven by data, and that's the 23 years. It's an equal partner to the engineering side of things, of the device. That's the impact that we have. Right? And why do we have this? Why are we doing this? When I talk about nutritional health, for intents and purposes, biohacking, you will now be able to have in your hands data to develop what I would call a digital biotrend based on data. And because of that understanding, you cover the whole gamut of different conditions that your body needs to stay healthy. And we talk about life hack. Why does life hack still continue to be a sort of one of the most important cornerstones of our product portfolio? That's because all of us are overfed but undernourished. When we talk about nutritional health, I'm not talking about calories. I'm really talking about the most important, the equally important part that none of us pay much attention to would be the micronutrients, the vitamins of the world, the minerals of the world, those botanical actives that we have in life hack. That's what we have. That's a superpower. And not only do we do that, and it's, again, the scientists back there is to validate what I'm saying now, is the fact that not only do we put the actives, we put in the right amount. That's another differentiation in what we do in New Skin. You see this, what life can do, not much point giving you an issue or a problem if we cannot suggest and recommend a solution. We can with life hack, right? Clearly, smoking, lifestyle hack will dramatically drop your nutritional health score. No doubt about it. We have lots and lots of evidence on that. So, the United States, okay, is that an issue? I think Stephen shows some of the data here. Yeah, fundamentally, we are undernourished. A study of 76,000 people showed not a single individual can satisfy all the recommended daily allowance. Not a single individual out of 76,000 people they surveyed. So you can imagine there's a huge issue out there that we can actually contribute and make a significant difference. Right? And we can do that with Life Pack, and we don't have time to talk about another important product. Youth is another product, an anti-aging supplement that we developed through genetic science. So what do we have? Coming back to new skin. You know, new skin, frankly, some of you may know, I came from 1998 background, when they actually acquired new skin, when they acquired Pharmanex. I like to think Pharmanex acquired new skin, but it doesn't matter. So it was essentially we got together. And it has always been what I've learned over the last 14 years in new skin, at least on the product side of things, which is integral to the whole new skin narrative, is the fact that we have introduced very profound, innovative opportunities. Okay? So let me take you quickly back. I call them the 5 smooth stones of opportunity created by new skin. And this is actually based on an old biblical story of David slaying Goliath with one smooth stone. But what you forgot is that he had in his little pouch 4 other stones. Because if you had read on, you would have gathered that Goliath has 4 other brothers that he may have to take care of in the future. So, in the case of new skin, 40 years of innovation and excellence is the fact that fundamentally back in 1984, if I distill everything that's been said, it comes down to this. New skin is all about all of the good, none of the bad. I think you would agree with that. Whatever business perspective, product perspective, everything, at the end of the day, you come down to this rather simple yet very powerful ethos that exists in new skin. The second one, that is when Pharmanex came into new skin in 98. And that is, now we have actually even enhanced the narrative and put more data and evidence behind that statement with science-based products. And then we came out with the S3, the biophotonic scanner. Frankly, at this point in time, when I'm getting, hopefully, you're as excited as I am with the Prysm, we would not have been able to produce the Prysm and that narrative if we did not have all the data coming out from the original biophotonic scanner. Okay? And then we came out with another platform. And that is, what are the sources of aging? Because we didn't want to do any more sort of symptomatic relief of product, both from the beauty side and from the nutrition side. So we decided to go identify the sources of aging, and we did at the genetic level. We came through with the age-long technology. It drove $10 billion worth of revenue for new skin over the last, close to 15 years or so. And the fifth one is obviously, you've seen a lot of it, and many of you will be able to recognize, we are now the #1 beauty device systems company in the world. Could now have achieved that if our devices don't work and don't produce the results as we claim that they do. So we are going one step better than David. We're giving you, hopefully, the 6th smooth stone, and that is the biohacking stone. We're hoping that with this is the beginning of another journey for all of you, and hopefully more of you, to be able to access this opportunity and be able to demonstrate what you are doing makes a difference, not just in terms of financial success, but also health success. That's another, to me, that's my lesson, is the fact that I seldom can I find a company where all of us can actually participate both financially and also a translation in that to me that you're helping a lot of people in enjoying their success. That's our six stone. They're all connected, no doubt. But here, perhaps, is something that you can take care of. Right? So, you heard a lot of science, you heard a lot of technical, hyperspectral, whatever, what is it called? Hyperspectral absorption, and so on the prism and so on. I thought it might be good, because we're talking about AI. So, I sort of wrote some lyrics to describe prism. No. Hopefully better. And I said, well, we're using AI, right? Why, can I create a song that all of you can use, perhaps, to explain what Prysm is all about? You want to hear it? Yeah! You guys all own it, by the way, so no problem. I think. So there's a QR code that Jeff has kindly created, and you have a picture of that, you'll be able to download the song, right? You're playing it right now. Do I